Hey guys, welcome to Cooking the Weeds. Today we're making super seasoned deviled eggs with bacon and avocado. So, you're gonna love this recipe. Let's just get to it. Okay guys, here we go. Deviled eggs. I tell you, if you make these will definitely not last long. So let's start with our bacon, okay? I just chopped up some bacon and cold pan, because if this pan was hot, the minute you put this bacon in here, it would burn, okay? Now back onto the eggs. Back here I have 4 eggs in cold water, okay? You start these in cold water, and we're just going to bring them to a boil and let them boil for about 8-10 minutes. Now I found that if you actually put your eggs into the boiling water, what happens is that the whites get really, really rubbery, and we don't want that for this recipe. Okay guys, now while the bacon's cooking low and slow, which just smells outstanding by the way, let's start with our dry ingredients. So we're going to just do a pinch of black pepper, pinch of kosher salt. Now here's probably one of the very few times where I'll actually measure out my spices, because I don't want this to be, I want it to be just right for the taste. So we're going to start with 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Okay. And then 1/8 teaspoon of chili powder. Okay guys, so the bacon's done. So we're just going to take this out of here and put it off to the side. We're going to save some of the bacon grease, and we're going to use that later on. I'll show you that. And our dry rub that we just made, not rub, but our dry spices, hanging off to the side. So the water for the eggs is starting to come to a boil. We'll keep an eye on those, like I mentioned, about 8 minutes. Okay guys, the eggs are done. So let's get these right over to the sink. We're just going to cool them down with some cold water and a little bit of ice. Okay guys, so here we go. So the eggs were done, and all I did was I brought them over to the sink and I cooled them down in some ice water, and then I peeled them, and then I halved them and put the yolks in this bowl and just started to mix them up with this whisk here. Alright, so now let's start by adding our dry ingredients. Our bacon, about 1 tablespoon of the bacon grease, a cap full of white wine vinegar. And guys, I'll put all this down in the description. A shot of Tabasco sauce, a shot of Dijon mustard, about 1 tablespoon, nice heaping tablespoon of sour cream, and about 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. And last but not least, our avocado, which I halved and pitted. And the best way to do this is you can just kind of squeeze it, just like that. Start from here, squeeze it in. Alright, so now we're going to mix this. Mix this really good. And guys, if you don't have a piping bag or a pastry bag, that's not a problem. I'm going to show you a really, really cool technique on how to get this back into our eggs. So here we go. This is ready to go, and I'll show you a pretty cool trick here if you don't have a piping bag. But first, if you guys want ultimate recipes, you can get those by hitting that subscribe button. Alright, so we'll just take your mixture and throw it into a sandwich bag here. Okay. Basically, all you do is you just create your own pastry bag, just like that. Take a pair of scissors and snip off the end. Okay guys, and then all you have to do is just pipe them right in like this. Okay guys, so I finished piping those up right here. And real quick, if you want to do something fun, this one right here, I soaked in beet juice for a couple hours in the refrigerator, and it turns it nice and pink. So if you want to do something fun, you can do that. Alright guys, really hope you like this recipe. If you do, give me a thumbs up. We'll catch you next time, Cooking the Weeds.